Hey guys, it's Cece here with a brand new video, and it is a super exciting video for me because it's a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. I get questions a lot asking what are good products to put in a makeup kit. Good, affordable products to put in a makeup kit. So I'm happy to be bringing you that today. If you guys have not seen the title, which I'm sure you have, this video is going to be a drugstore makeup starter kit. This is definitely a 101 channel, so I'm not a makeup artist. Y'all know your girl is not a makeup artist, okay? I have made plenty of mistakes on my channel over the years and pictures and everything else. So I'm not a makeup artist, but I'm definitely a makeup enthusiast, and I have been an enthusiast for a while now. So I've picked up a lot of tips and tricks along the way, and I've also picked up on things that may not necessarily be necessary. Things that may not be necessary in your kits. When I first started out, I feel like I went a little crazy and I just started buying this and that and this and that, and we get into that habit sometimes when we pick up on a new hobby. We just get really crazy with it and think we need everything, but I'm here to tell you that that is totally not the case. Sometimes that can be discouraging if you say you can't afford to go out and get every new makeup palette that comes out or every new foundation that comes out. If you can't afford to do that, that's really frustrating because you feel like somehow you can't continue on with your hobby because you don't have all the necessary tools. I'm here to show you guys really affordable things, and these aren't just affordable brands, but these are all drugstore brands. So literally you can walk into a store and pick these up. You don't have to order them online. I tried not to do any online brands, which was very, very hard because there are some amazing affordable online brands. However, I tried to use all products that literally you can walk into the drugstore, Walmart, Target, Ulta on the drugstore side and pick all of these items up. Another thing that I also want to say is you don't have to take everything that I've shown you and take it verbatim. Anything that you don't think you're going to use in your makeup kit, don't buy. Like, just because I use a bronzer, if you don't want to use a bronzer, don't use a bronzer. Don't buy a bronzer just because I'm saying it needs to go in a starter makeup kit. I'm telling you from my experience, these are the products that I would say if you want to do a complete full face, these are the products that I think you need. However, my word is not law again. So if you don't use highlight, if you don't really use eyeshadow, don't go out and buy a bunch of the products that I'm talking about if you're not using them just to say that you have a complete kit, because everyone's complete kit is different. So I do want to say that, and I like to make that disclaimer in some of my videos and my tutorials just to make sure that you're making things your own. That was, I think, one of the things that I did when I first started was I wasn't making things my own. If someone said, hey, this bronzer is really great, I was like, oh, I need to go get it. And then I would go get it and then be like, you dummy, she like 20 shades lighter than you. Why would you think this bronzer would work for you? But you see something and you're so excited and you're like, oh my God, I gotta go get it. But just know that that's not the case. If you don't use these items, if you don't think you're gonna use the items, don't buy it. It sounds so simple, but I swear to you, I mean, a lot of people get tripped up by it. It's just the magic of YouTube, I think. I don't know, and social media. So this video will be quite long. I want it to be as thorough as possible for you guys. I feel like I didn't see that many really thorough videos when I first started doing makeup, so I want it to be very thorough, especially if you're brand new to the makeup world and you're like, girl, look at all this stuff at the drugstore. What the hell am I supposed to buy? I'm hoping that I can be that help for you. So I hope you guys are as excited for this video as I am. But before we get started, I just want to say hi. If you are new to my channel, my name is Cece. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to click that subscribe button so you can join the family. I would definitely appreciate that. I post videos several times a week, so you definitely want to make sure you're subscribed so you can get all of those notifications for my videos. If you are not new to my channel, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me today. And let's get into the video. Alright you guys, so let's get started. I have a lot of stuff to cover, so this is probably going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to try to go in the order that I would put the items on my face just to keep some kind of organization going here. So we are going to start with brows. Brows are the very first thing that I do when I'm putting on my makeup. brows are probably one of my favorite parts of makeup. I feel like my brows have evolved a lot over the years. If you guys go back and look at some of those old videos, I'm talking about even from like 2 years ago, my brows look hit, and I thought they was like on point. Okay, I knew they wasn't like perfect, but I thought they was pretty on point. But my brows look hit, so I feel like my brows are one of the things that I'm most proud of about my makeup journey and just evolving with my brows. So for brows, I chose 2 products for you guys. I chose a pencil and I also chose a powder. If you are a beginner with makeup, I feel like a pomade or something like that, I feel like that's just a lot for a beginner with brows. Brows are hard enough. It's stressful enough without having to worry about learning how to do a pomade. I feel like a pencil is the easiest way to apply your brows. So the pencil, which you guys probably already know what I'm going to say, the pencil that I love is the Maybelline Definer Brow. This pencil is just so awesome. The only thing that is missing is a spoolie on the other end. It has this little comb. I don't even know what you're supposed to use that for. But other than that, this pencil is so awesome. I feel like it's comparable to all of those high-end pencils out there on the high-end side of Ulta, as well as in Sephora and all the other high-end makeup brands. This pencil, it retails for $6 pretty much everywhere that I've seen it, and it just has a really fine tip, and it's very waxy and it's pretty hair-like when you use small strokes on your brows. So I've definitely been a fan of this for years and years. I've went through so many of these pencils. I always need like 4 or 5 because I'm afraid that one day they're just going to stop making it and they're going to make me sad. So that is definitely a pencil that I recommend. As far as a brow powder, that is the other product that I'm going to show you guys. I feel like a brow powder is definitely necessary, especially if you have oily skin. My brows tend to get oily and they will slide off and all over the place if I only use a pencil. So on top of that, to set the pencil, I usually use a brow powder. And my favorite powder from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild's Ultimate Brow Kit. You guys will see a few Wet n Wild products in this video because they are just such an awesome brand. This brow kit is like $3, I believe, and it only comes in the color ash brown. At least that's the only color I've seen it, but it works on my brows, and if you have a lighter brow, it'll work for you too. It comes with a brush, some tweezers, and then it comes with a little tiny mirror that you can push out, and it comes with a wax and 2 different brow colors, so brow powders. So I feel like this is totally a great kit. It's great for travel because it does come with a little angle brush. You can throw this in your travel bag and this will be all you need for your brows. So the next thing we're gonna go to is our eyes. The first thing I do when I am doing my eyes is prime them. This is an eyeshadow primer that I've talked about so many times on my channel, and this is the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. I feel like this primer is absolutely awesome. It's $3, and because e.l.f. is so wonderful, you now do not have to just purchase on their website. You can go to Target, you can go to CVS, is it CVS? I think Target, CVS, I believe Walgreens, Walmart, you can get e.l.f. You can get e.l.f. virtually anywhere. So I'm just really excited about e.l.f. and their brand because things have evolved so much. I used to use e.l.f. so much, and I still do use it a lot to a certain extent, but you can get e.l.f. at so many different places, and I just love the way their brand is evolving. And then after you prime, of course, you're going to need some shadows. So now we're going to move back into Wet n Wild. Their shadows are absolutely amazing. The pigmentation is crazy, and they have so many different shadows. They have so many different colors. They have single shadows, they have palettes, they have like 10 eyeshadow palettes, 8 shadow palettes, they have 6 pan palettes, 4 pan palettes, 3 pan palettes. They have everything that you can imagine. So I pulled 3 different ones from Wet n Wild just so you can see the differences. This is probably my favorite palette by Wet n Wild, and this is the Comfort Zone palette. It's not limited edition or anything, so you can definitely go pick it up. But I have to do a look with this like every fall because the palette is just so gorgeous. If you can see the colors, those beautiful greens on this side, and then the earth tone browns that just complement it. This palette is so amazing, and the pigmentation is out of this world. Like, Wet n Wild is so amazing. I just love them, and this palette retails for like $4.99. Then they also have 3 pan palettes. I just chose one out of my drawer because I have a bunch of them, but this one is called Knock on Wood, and like, look at the colors. And the same beautiful pigmentation. I believe these retail for around $3, I want to say. And then lastly, for the Wet n Wild's eyeshadows, I have the Wet n Wild's Fergie Center Stage collection, and this one is in Desert Festival. And look at those colors. This is like the perfect fall palette right here. So another option that I wanted to give you as far as shadows are the L'Oreal Infallible, I think that's just what they're called, the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. And these are like pressed pigments. They're so gorgeous. I just chose two of my favorites. This one is in Golden Sage and this one is in Eternal Sunshine. Alright, so let's keep this moving. Once I do my eyeshadow, I have to go in and line my eyes, of course. So for liquid eyeliner, I chose the Wet n Wild's Pro Line Felt Tip Eyeliner. Again, another Wet n Wild product, but they're so worth it. So this is like a $3 eyeliner, and it is the blackest, most amazing eyeliner that I have ever used. I used it on my face today, and I have like 3 backups in my drawer. This is one of their newer products that came out earlier this year, and they just did such an amazing job. It's a felt tip. Mine is like breaking. I've had it for a while, but it is a felt tip eyeliner, and it's a pretty long tip. So I feel like you can really get the most control out of it. It's a small pen and you can just hold it and get a lot of control going over that eyelid. I know eyeliner can sometimes be intimidating, but this definitely makes it easier, especially when you're trying to get those wing liners. So along with that, I use 2 other type of liners, and I use a liner in my waterline. So for that, I'll usually use a pencil liner, and I may go black or I may go nude. So for black, I will use the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. So it's a very short, chubby stick, but it is matte and it is black, and it'll last you forever because the stick is so chubby. I really love it, and I love how it stays put in the waterline. But then if I decide to go nude for whatever look I'm wearing that day, I will use the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Kajal Liner. And this one is in 005 Nude, and it's just such a great product as well. I really love these Kajal liners from Rimmel. They're very pigmented, and this is another liner that really stays put in that waterline. So the last thing with eyes is, of course, lashes. You have to have on a bomb pair of lashes to complete your look. So in order to complete my looks, when I am going for a drugstore pair of lashes, my favorite lashes from the drugstore are these Salon Perfect 614s. I have mentioned these lashes in several of my videos, and I just totally love them. They're super long and wispy and fluffy, and they're just such gorgeous lashes. The band is also invisible, so they're very easy to apply. You can definitely blend them with your eyeliner very easily, so it's such a seamless look on your eyes. Then to put those lashes on, you definitely need some lash glue. So this is just the Revlon lash glue. They sell this at most drugstores. It's about $5, and I love the dark tone lash glue because it blends in a little better, I feel like, than the clear. But this is the one I always gravitate towards. So these are a match made in heaven. Okay, so now the time has come. You got your eyes all beat and you like, girl, I ain't got no products for the face. Yeah, you do, girl. I got you, right? So first thing you need to do with your face is prime it. You need to prime your face, especially if you're oily skin like me. But primers do so many different things. They can hydrate your face. They can mattify your face. They can make your pores seem smaller. They do so many different things. So I definitely recommend a primer underneath your foundations, whether you're wearing a drugstore foundation or a high-end foundation. But the primer that I want to show you guys today is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. I have had such good luck with Rimmel primers. I also love their Stay Matte Primer, but this is the one that I want to show you guys today because it's a little more versatile than that one. This one smooths, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies, and also protects your skin from the sun. So I really absolutely love this primer. I've been using it a lot lately, and so this is definitely my recommendation for your starter makeup kit. On top of that primer, you're going to put some foundation. I chose one foundation for oily skin and one foundation for more normal to dry skin, and it's the same foundation, but it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow. The Pro Glow is obviously for more normal to dry skin tones or skin types, and the Pro Matte is obviously for combination to oily skin. Now, I am in love with the Pro Matte foundation. I use it all the time. It is a wonderful everyday foundation, and this stuff is like glue. Like literally it's not moving on your damn face, like it's staying there. The Pro Glow doesn't quite work for me. I have tried mixing these two together and I really like the results, but just wearing this on its own is a recipe for disaster for me who has extremely oily skin. It was awful. So I'll never be doing that again, but I do mix these two together and I'm really in love with the results. But if you only want one or the other, you can go for the Pro Glow or the Pro Matte, depending on your skin type. So we have the foundation on and you like, girl, I got this big pimple right here. I need to cover it with something, right? So I chose the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palettes because these palettes are awesome concealers for covering up blemishes. They are cream-based concealers, so they're a little thicker, but they're, again, awesome for covering up blemishes. And then they come in these little palettes, so you can definitely mix and match different colors depending on what your skin tone is to get the perfect shade for you. So I love these little palettes. They're 10 bucks and you get 6 amazing concealers, and all of them come with a corrector as well. But you probably don't have any pimples. You're not like me, so you don't get any pimples. So you just like, girl, I just need a concealer just to highlight underneath my eyes to make, you know, everything pop under there. Have no fear, girlfriend, because I got one for you. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This concealer, y'all probably already knew I was going to bring this up because I'm just so in love with this concealer. It's absolutely amazing. It covers well. It's lightweight. It's not cakey or anything like that. It doesn't make my under eyes feel too dry or too oily. This is the perfect concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers, high-end, drugstore, whatever. This is amazing. And it's so affordable. It's like $6. Now that concealer will crease on your ass if you don't set it. I'm just letting you know. So you're gonna have to set your concealer with something. So what can you use? I have a few different options for you, and these options you can set your concealer with, or you can also set your entire face with them. I use them interchangeably. So I have 3 different options for you. The first one is a pressed powder. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte pressed powder. This is not a foundation. This is just a pressed powder. So it's just made as a finishing powder just to set all your makeup in place. So I usually use this on my full face, but I've also used this underneath the eyes. Not my favorite option just because I feel like it gets a little bit cakey, but I have used it before and it works. But if you want something that I feel like works a little better underneath the eyes, girl, I have 2 good options for you. The first one is the Maybelline New York Shine Free Loose Powder. This one is in the color medium, but they do have a lighter color if you want it. And this powder is so nice to just take a nice little powder puff, or you can take a beauty sponge or any type of beauty sponge and just press it underneath the eyes, and you can bake your face with this as well if that's what you're into. Another powder that you can use all over your face or underneath your eyes is the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder. This is the oil control formula. I have recently fell in love with this powder. I just tried this powder. I used it in my, I'll link that video in this video, but I used it in my full face first impressions video, and I truly enjoyed this Black Opal powder. Alright, so now our eyes are done, foundation is on, concealer is on, it's set, it's baking. Now what are we gonna do? The next thing I do is bronze and or contour, just depending on what look I'm going for. So a product that I've just fallen in love with lately is the Black Radiance pressed powder, and this powder is really nice for bronzing and contouring. They have several different colors, so don't feel like you have to get it this deep, but this is the one that I use for contouring, and sometimes I'll just use a really light hand and a really light fluffy brush and just bronze up the outer edges of my face. But I am absolutely in love with this powder. It is the perfect color. It has such good pigmentation, if you guys can see that. The pigmentation in it is crazy, and it's just a really beautiful, nice, silky powder. It really blends out nicely on the skin, and this was about $4.99. For blush, I have 2 different blushes. The first one is one that you guys probably already knew I was going to mention. It's the Milani Baked Blush. This one's in the color Luminoso. This is a cult favorite. It honestly is. If you have not heard of this blush, I don't know where you've been and what you've been doing, but you need to get your hands on it, okay? This is said to be a NARS Orgasm dupe. I think it's a little bit lighter than NARS's Orgasm, but is such an amazing blush. It's like a peachy blush with some gold flecks and shimmer in it, and it's just so beautiful and such an amazing product. And they have about, I think, 10 blushes in the line, so they have just such good color. So I would definitely check this blush line out. But those blushes are also like $9. So if you want like 3 or 4 of them, I mean, 4 times 9, you're looking at $36 just on blushes. So another good option for you, this brand isn't found everywhere, but I have found it at Five Below. But I had to mention it, and I'm sorry if you don't have a Five Below near you, but you can also order these online. But these are the City Color Be Matte blushes, and this one is in Guava. This is one of my favorite blushes ever. It's so beautiful, and these blushes retail for $3.99, so they're super inexpensive, like half the price of the Milani blush, and also you get more product in it. So next is personally my favorite part of makeup, and it is highlighting. Like, you always need to be highlight for the girls, honey, always. So I chose two highlighters. I just want to show you both colors, and then I chose another. I think these are 2 really great options for drugstore highlights. I have just had nothing but a great experience with these products. The first is the Revlon. This is the highlighting palette in Peach Glow. This reminds me a lot of those Bobbi Brown palettes. And this is also not limited edition. This is still sold in stores, so you can definitely get your hands on it. You can always have a coupon at the drugstore and get a little money off of it, because this is like $10, which isn't crazy expensive considering you'll pay $36 for a Becca highlighter. However, it is a drugstore brand, and I feel like once you get up into the double digits, I feel like that's getting expensive for drugstore. But anyway, this Peach Glow highlighter is really nice. It's really subtle, and it just leaves a nice glow on your face. Now the other 2 highlighters, these are not as subtle as Peach Glow. These are for the girls that want to glow for the gods. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. And you guys, I have no idea if these are limited edition or not. They don't say it on the packaging, but I know they're hard to find right now, but just keep checking your local stores and hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on them. But these highlighters are amazing. I swatched them in a haul video some months ago, and I have been literally using them ever since. I feel like they really make my cheeks glow, and there's 2 different colors. This one here is Precious Petals, and this one is Crown of My Canopy. So after I highlight, I usually go in with my mascara for my bottom lashes, and the mascara that I chose to show you guys today is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. This has been a favorite of mine for a couple of months now. I can't believe I was so late on trying it, but I'm so happy I finally did, because this stuff really makes, especially my bottom lashes, I find that it really separates them and really makes them fan out and just look really nice and voluminous, because my bottom lashes will disappear in a heartbeat. Then of course we have the lips. You cannot talk about a makeup kit without the lips. So for lips, I chose some lip liners for you guys first off, and my absolute favorite lip liners are from NYX. These are the Slim Lip Pencils, and I just chose 2 of the colors, but I have pretty much every color in the NYX Slim Lip Pencils, but that's how they look. You can find these, again, anywhere NYX is sold, which is Target, CVS, and Ulta, I believe. And then, of course, you can find them online. But these Slim Lip Pencils are like $4, and they have every color you can think of, every nude color. They have red shades, deep shades, just all different types of great colors, and these are just awesome. So I love these lip pencils. So next, after you line your lips, of course you're gonna need some type of lip color. I chose a traditional lipstick to show you guys. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick. These lipsticks are super creamy and just so gorgeous. They have every color you can think of. This is a really deep color, and it's called Vava Violet. I love pulling this color out in the fall and winter time. So pretty on the lips, and it just gets really deep and gives you a nice vampy look. Now, if you're looking for more of a liquid lipstick formula, I chose the NYX Lip Lingeries. These have been a lover of mine for months now, and I am just I'm head over heels in love with them. I usually have to order mine online because they're just never in the store. I wouldn't necessarily call these a liquid lipstick just because they don't dry down completely matte, so you will probably have to reapply it throughout the night, but these lipsticks are so amazing and they have so many great neutral colors, so I don't mind reapplying it once or twice. I mean, that's not a big deal to me, but to each his own. Alright you guys, so I have talked enough. I think I've talked your ear off and this video is sufficiently long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope it was helpful for you. I've been wanting to do this for a while but just haven't gotten around to it, so I'm so happy I finally sat down and did it. If you guys like videos like this, definitely give me a big thumbs up and comment down below if you would like to see another makeup 101 video. I would love to do that for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel again and join the family. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting my channel, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.